Our next stop was at Vaitheeswaran Koil, about 20 kilometers from Chidambaram. After finishing Chidambaram, we rushed to Vaitheeswaran Koil. It took about 45 minutes, and around 8:15 in the evening, we landed there. And this means Vaidya Eshwara, God of healing. And this is Eshwara again. And when you go to a temple, we normally take some flowers, fruits, and a coconut, right? But in this temple, for Lord Vaidheeswaran, what we take is salt, pepper, and jaggery. This is what you take as offerings. And in return, when you go into the temple, they give you the vibhuti. Was performed, the puja was performed, and they perform the puja, and then they take all the vibhuti off of the lingam and they give you that vibhuti. But that vibhuti has small spherical globules, and these are supposed to be eaten, ingested. So you use the vibhuti like the way I have done here, and then if you'll be having the small globules. These are health globules. It's like pills, if you will, and just put them in your mouth. So whenever somebody gives you some prasad of vibhuti, check if there are that it's got like 2 millimeter thick spheres, and that means that it has come from Vaitheeswaran Koil. It's a health thing. It's very good for your health. So to take that. Vaitheeswaran Koil is not only known for God of healing. The temple is magnificent and it's beautiful. Not much crowd by the time I went there, but that day there was utsav. Utsav means like the utsav murti of uh, Vaidishwarar went around the temple and through the premises of the town. It has another important significance, and I'm going to touch on that just in a minute. So I was also lucky to see the utsav also, and these days, the utsav murti is actually put on a bed of like a flat bed that has wheels in it, and then on top of that is mounted the utsav murti, and people just push the uh, flat bed. It used to be that they used to carry it on their shoulders. We don't have enough people now to do this thing. Another unfortunate impact because of conversion. Many people, able bodied, are no longer willing to come and help out. So people just push the cart. I saw these flatbeds in almost every temple in South India. So the old method of carrying the Utsav Murti on your shoulders is long gone, I'm afraid. But the practice is still being followed. That was a good part of it. Now, Vaideshwaran Koil is also known for something else. This town revels in providing you what is called as Nadi Josyam. Josyam is Tamil for Jyotish. Nadi is something not Nadi. One of the meanings of Nadi is pulse. It has got nothing to do with pulse, but what it is it's a very scientific way of predicting your past, present, and future. And I had mine done, and I was blown away by the accuracy, which is why I'm talking about it. I mean, I wanted to make sure that you understand whatever I'm going to talk about now, Nadi Josyam. This is not something that is, maybe good or just accidental. It is very scientifically grounded, and I'm going to explain to you what it is. Well, it is believed that Saint Agastya, thousands of years ago, what he did was he wrote down the uh, database of all the human beings, their behaviors, their families, lineages, their future, and these are all stored by way of scripts. This palm scripts that you see normally. And now, what it is all you need to give to have your astrology told is your right thumbprint. Give your thumbprint, know your future. That's the tagline I came up with. And the amazing part is, so what is scientific about it? Well, think about it this way. All human beings can have certain set of characteristics. If somebody had captured these characteristics as a database, then all you need to do is to find out what links that data line to your character, and that happens to be your right thumbprint. So when you want to get your Nadi Josyam done, you contact a Nadi Josyar, and then you just present them with your right thumb. Like for example, you put it on a stamp pad, like you think of this as a stamp pad. You put your finger, get a good nice impression, then affix it on a piece of paper. Take a picture of that thumbprint and then contact the Nadi Josyam. So the Josyam is told to you in a very scientific way. I have to keep emphasizing this because once you understand what it is, you will see the beauty of it. So you present your right thumb. Now, what happens is there are many people which are close to your right thumb impression who may have slightly different characteristics. So, what you need to do is the first set is they will essentially try to match the palm script, palm scroll for your specific fingerprint. For that, what they ask you is a series of questions, 10 or 15 questions, and based on that, and you will get a near perfect match when you have the right scroll. You have to get that. I mean, that takes some time sometimes because 4 or 5 scrolls may have to be rifled through before they come to the one that fits your profile the closest. And once you have that, then they say, okay, in a couple of hours time we will tell you what your past was, who you were in your past life, who you are today, and how your remaining life is going to be, and who you are going to be in your next life. And it's just mind-blowing experience, guys. I mean, you have to feel it to understand what it is. And I'm going to try and get one Nadi Josyam on our channel so you understand this thing in a little bit more depth. No questions asked about who I was, my date of birth, nothing. But when they try to match your fingerprint to the correct scroll, that time they ask you some questions. Were you born here? What time were you born? uh, Actually, they ask you in a different way. Were you born during the morning? Then they ask you a little bit more closer. Was it in this time? So a lot of things happen. You come down to the exact scroll. Once you have the exact match, boy, big revelation comes after. So I was really impressed by that. And Vaitheeswaran Koil has a lot of Nadi Josyas. But in today's day and age, you don't need to go there to have your astrology told. There are people who are available on WhatsApp, and you can connect with them, and it's a very nominal fee. Important takeaway that you need to keep in mind is that when you have your astrology told, then there is some doshas in your current life. Dosha means that there are some problems. It could be purva janma phala. You might have done something bad in your previous life. You need to do the prayashchit for that. And you also may have some other dosha. You need to do some more pujas to try and get around that. So this is a regimen that is come up. They come up with. They say you need to do this many times, and then you'll be fine. Most of the time, the puja is done in the office where the Joshiyar himself resides. So you can actually see it using WhatsApp video. So it's like you are present there, except that you are watching it from some distance away. Beautiful concept. And I think that those of you who are going through some troubled times and you don't understand what is going on to you, like for example, we put in the hard yards, but the result is not forthcoming, not the one that we are expecting. How does one deal with it? Or, for example, problems in the family. How does one make sure that everybody sees things in the same way? All these things beautifully explained and experienced. I would suggest those of you who are inclined to believe in this to do try it out. It doesn't cost you a lot of money. At the same time, you will know who you were, who you are, and who you will be. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Please also forward this to your friends and family. And it's a very important takeaway here. And I'm going to give you some data on what exactly is this thing in a little bit more detail. And we'll be coming back with more such revelations. Namaskar.